Hi and welcome to Predict the Score, the channel where 5 football fans see if it actually is possible to predict the score of every game in a Premier League season. This week it's match day 28, big games at the top, middle and bottom of the league. Hi, yes, welcome. It's match day 28 games this week, which is the weekend games and the Monday night game. Some absolute crackers this week, absolute cracking games. Before we start, please remember to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments if you're enjoying it. Okay, let's quickly look at how we did for match day 27 games. I'll put up on the bottom how we work our scores out. Right, Phil.
Yeah.
Correct result for Luton versus Villa. Nothing for Burnley, Bournemouth.
I know, I was surprised by that. It's
Point.
a point then. It's a point.
1 point.
I'll take that.
Stato, big man, couldn't be here today, unfortunately. Another 2 correct results. Fulham versus Brighton and Spurs versus Palace. That's 2 points for him. David's catching you up.
No, he's not. Once he gets under double figures, then I'll worry.
You're looking over your shoulder.
Still double figures.
Over your shoulder. Oh, Mr. Lover. Correct score for the Manchester derby.
Yes.
Yeah, and you almost got it.
Oh no.
For Sheffield
so
Arsenal.
Yeah. He had it at half time. The game
5-0.
was at half time, innit?
We all were like, wow, you've gone big with 5-0 and
Yeah.
6-0. So that's 3 points for you.
Yeah.
Well done.
Not bad.
Dave, 1 correct result for Forest versus Liverpool, which must have been a bit sweet, that.
Yeah, what, 99th minute, yeah.
99th minute, just lose. Oh, mate.
Yeah,
But and nothing for Newcastle versus Wolves. That's a point for you. Me, I got 1 correct result for Everton versus West Ham. Nothing for Brentford versus Chelsea. So 1 point for me this week.
Okay.
Now again, we'll look at the table. I'll put the table up on the screen. Dave, you're still in the lead. You've got an 11-point lead now still. So just keep looking over your shoulder. I think it's all over for me and Phil.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
We're battling out for relegation there. Right, okay, right, on to this week's, the weekend games and Monday night games this week. Phil, you've got Arsenal Brentford and the Mr. Lover household derby,
Yeah.
Villa versus Spurs.
What a game.
Take it away, Phil.
Let's start with Arsenal Brentford.
Yeah.
I think banker, nice and easy.
Ooh.
Going on. Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah,
The way-
Brentford.
the way Arsenal are playing at the moment.
Yeah.
You know I've got a soft spot for Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'm going Arsenal 3, Brentford 1.
Yeah, Ivan Toney goal.
Ivan Toney goal. Yeah,
It's got to be the Ivan Toney goal, isn't it?
It's got to be.
See, I think that's a fair result to be
Yeah.
fair. The way they're playing at the moment.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, the Mr. Lover household derby.
Aston Villa Tottenham. Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Sunday as well. Ready to start drinking.
This
Brother's Day, isn't it?
Oh,
It is, yeah.
Oh yeah, tough one.
this is a hard one to call. I did get my 3 points off Villa, didn't I, the other
You
week?
did. It is at Villa. Yeah.
And it's at Villa.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for Aston Villa 3, Tottenham 2.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Gonna nick it.
What a
Gonna
game.
nick it. Ollie
I'm going-
Watkins.
If it's that exciting, then it'll be a good game.
I'm
to
going for
watch.
Villa.
Ollie Watkins
Yeah.
hat trick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He's
you,
on
you heard-
form.
you heard it here first.
He's
Ollie
on
Watkins
form.
hat trick. Right, okay.
He's got to go to England.
Yeah,
He's got
He's got to go.
He's
Got
gotta
to go.
go.
Right, Stato, big man. He sent me in his scores. He's got Bournemouth versus Sheffield United. Yeah. Right. Do Bournemouth smell blood? Can they just go, do you know what, we're going to absolutely tank Sheffield? Or are the Blades going to fight back for a bit of pride? It's difficult to call, but he's gone Bournemouth 2, Sheffield 1 on that one.
Yes, probably.
I think
Yeah.
Bournemouth will edge it. It depends if Sheffield come out fighting.
They might do.
Yeah, but I don't
Bournemouth
think they've got,
could-
I don't think they've got any fight left, has them?
Well, I think it looked like it by the end of the Arsenal game.
Spanked by everybody. So.
I think, let's be honest,
Bournemouth could
Sheffield-
score 4 or 5, you never know.
Yeah,
Solanke, he's
exactly.
on fire that
Yeah.
day.
I think Sheffield United and Burnley, they're preparing for next season.
Yeah,
They've gotta be,
They
they've
have
gotta
to
be.
That's what they're
definitely,
doing.
yeah, definitely.
Right, his next game, he's got Man United versus Everton. And this is his genuine words. Don't be shocked. He said, Man United played well against City. He said if they had gone 2-0 up, if Rashford had converted that
You've
shot.
been all right.
Yeah. He said if Man United had gone 2-0, it would have been a completely different complexion on the game.
Yeah.
It would have been. I think it would have been.
Yeah.
So he's gone for this one. This is actually one of the closest derbies, isn't it? Man United Everton. I know they call it a derby, but Everton's one of the closest grounds to a
Grounds to-
Is Everton your bogey team, though?
It is a bit.
They
It is
are.
a bit. So he's gone Man United 2, Everton 1.
Yeah.
Which I'll
Everton's going to score.
Yeah.
Carl's like, what?
But every time Everton score, they draw. So
I think it's an easy 3 points for me.
yeah, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so. Right, over to you, Mr. Lover. You've got Brighton versus Forest and a claret and blue derby, West Ham versus Burnley.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start off with Brighton Forest.
Yep.
I'm going to go for a Desmond.
Desmond.
I'm going to go for a Desmond.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a Desmond. I think there's goals in the game, and Brighton, obviously in Europe today.
Yeah.
I just don't think they travel well when it comes to.
Yeah, they're hit and miss, aren't they?
With Europe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for 2-2.
Yeah, Brighton
Yeah.
2, Forest 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, the Claret and Blue Derby, West Ham Burnley.
There's only one winner in this one for me. I'm going to go West Ham 3,
Yeah.
Burnley 0.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big fat Burnley 0.
Big fat Burnley 0.
Yeah.
They might as well change their name to that. No, I mean Sheffield United might as well change their
Yeah.
name to Sheffield 0. Right, okay. Dave.
Yes.
David Dean, Keno.
Keno?
Gosh.
I've got to keep that.
You've got to watch this
Yeah.
walking football. Somebody broke their hand apparently this
Yeah,
week.
I know.
Wow, it's getting dangerous.
Well, I weren't there, so weren't me.
Yeah, it
this
wasn't
time.
you this time. Right, you got Palace, Luton, and Wolves, Fulham.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start with Palace Luton, and a bit biased with these scores and that because I'm thinking of Forest every time I go with this.
Palace are down there, though, aren't they?
Palace are down
Yeah,
there, so
yeah.
I'm going to go Palace 1, Luton 1.
I don't think that's a bad result.
Yeah.
I think both teams would be happy with that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Luton can nick it because they are playing.
They played really well
They
against
played
Villa.
really well,
They did.
you
They
know,
played
so,
really
but
well against Villa.
1-1, I'll be happy with
They
that.
were lucky.
Fair enough.
And then the next one, Wolves versus Fulham. I'm going to go Wolves 2, Fulham 1, because after being, Newcastle game,
Yeah.
Wolves need to bounce back and be in
And
the
they
home.
tend to. They tend
And
to.
Fulham, they're just slowly going along their thing, but they can have a shocker now and again.
I think Wolves
Yeah.
want to bounce back on
Yeah,
that.
Wolves
Well.
don't
They're at
go
home
on.
as well, aren't they?
I don't think Wolves have had a losing run where they've lost game after
No,
game
no,
after
no.
game.
No,
I think
no.
they tend to bounce
I
back.
think
quite
they
well.
probably will, yeah.
Right, onto my games. Absolutely, I've got two crackers. Right, okay. I've got Chelsea, Newcastle,
Oh.
and Liverpool versus City, which has got to be
Game of
game of the week. Right, okay, right. Chelsea, Newcastle. It's absolute must-win game for both teams.
Yeah.
Chelsea need to win if they want to get into the top half, and they could, depending on how Wolves
Crazy
get on.
saying that.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Chelsea need to win to get into the top half, really?
Yeah, it depends how Wolves get on. And Newcastle need to win to keep their hopes of playing in Europe again next year. So, I don't know, I nearly rolled the dice on this one.
Oh.
Should have.
Well, I did a practice run, it came up 6-all, but I thought, no, can't go with that. So I'm going Chelsea 3, Newcastle 2.
Ooh.
And I'm crossing my fingers a bit, hoping that Chelsea
We like
turn.
a 3-2 today.
I'm hoping Chelsea turn up, because I think Newcastle will score, but it's Chelsea is so inconsistent. Right then, on to the game of the week. Liverpool versus Man City, an absolute must-win game for these two as well, because this is for the top spot.
Yeah.
Arsenal will be sitting back thinking, hope they get a draw,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because if Arsenal beat Brentford, they'll go top on goal difference. Will we see the title decided by goal difference this year?
Ooh.
Do you think we will?
It could be close.
No.
There is 3 up there, but
I do. I genuinely think it's going to be a goal difference. title
I
this year.
still think Man City got another gear.
Yeah.
When was the last time? It was the Man United Man City one, wasn't it? When it was like
Yeah.
a couple of goals.
I
weren't
think
The
we've seen,
Aguero goal.
I
Yeah.
think we've seen the extra gear in the Man City Man United game in the last
Yeah.
in the last 24
Well, we
minutes.
gifted them the third goal.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did, but,
But that was
the
it, that-
pressure.
yeah. Yeah,
There was a
yeah.
lot of pressure, and they were putting
Absolutely.
pressure on. And,
It's just Foden, man.
yeah, equality.
Different league is absolute quality. Right, so I'm going to stick my neck out and say that the title's going to be decided by goal
It's going
difference
to be
this
close.
year.
Yeah.
So I'm going for Desmond.
Oh!
I'm going Liverpool 2, City 2.
Oh,
And
couldn't decide, could
just
ya?
to keep the title alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want any of them to win, do I?
That
I don't
puts
want-
Arsenal back in there as well. So
Yeah,
then it
well, I don't
plays
want
out.
Liverpool to win, and I don't want City to win. So a draw for me is perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
So that's where we are with that one. Again, before we finish, if you just remember to hit the like and subscribe button, let us know what you think. Do you think it'll be decided by goal difference? Until then, we're going to be back with Matchday 29 predictions next week,
Oh,
which is a
it's
bit of a,
getting
but it's a thin week next week.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
Matchday 29. There's a lot of cup games.
Cup games,
So a lot of games been cancelled.
Leicester
so
away to Chelsea.
it'll be a thin week next week, I think. Until then, we will sign off with our traditional SKAL.
Goal.